Yo, welcome to another episode of Voices Divisions, where we put words into action. I'm your host, YAWFILMZ, aka the mystery man behind the cam, and I'm here with my two hosts. Of course, we got JBOOGIE, the freshest youngin' behind the camera, Mr. Put It On Better Than an Artist himself.
Talk to him.
But on my other hand, we got somebody, you know, the mind and body behind Real Lit, you know what I mean? But you can't forget that he is VIP, very important. VIP watch to my left over here, man.
Yes, sir. Only way is up, baby. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for coming, man. Thank you.
Man, you already know I had to pull up, man. Voices Divisions, boy. We got the biggest vision in the whole city. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And we gonna get straight to it. Let's go. So my first question is, what makes a great song or a great video? Like, what do you notice first whenever you hear either a song, or what do you notice first when you see a video? Like, what automatically has to, like, pop out for you?
The color grading for sure. I'm the type of person when I watch a music video, and I'm not saying I don't have a different taste in all different types of videos.
Right.
But personally, I like a story, somebody that's created a story, if there's a storyline behind it, if the song has a story and it's matching up, it feels more cinematic for me. So I like that cinematic vibe to videos. I'm not saying running guns aren't fire as well, but I do like the cinematic. That's my vibe for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I love when there's a story behind it, you know what I mean?
So what about when you hear a song, like, off the rip, what you be like, oh yeah, that's a hard song. Like, off the rip, the moment you hear it, what's gonna dictate it to be like, yeah, this song gonna be fire?
Man, it could be a lot of different things. It could be the lyrics. You know, nowadays a lot of people listen to the beat. So when that beat drops, if you know what type of vibe you like.
Right.
So when you hear a beat that you've already, you know, most of your playlist already sounds like this, you kind of know, like, oh, I'm gonna rock with this shit.
Facts.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the first thing, I guess. I mean, second half to that question, I mean, I love 808 sounds. I'm a type of person, I love transitions. So I don't just go and listen to a song, Mike, you know what I mean? I go and I listen to projects. You know what I mean? One project that I like to reference often. Am I popping over here?
A little bit. You good, though.
Okay. One project that I like to reference often on a couple of them is one would be Astro World by Travis Scott.
Right.
I really like the transitions in between each song. But there's also other projects that have done that. One would be Roddy Ricch, both his albums. The one with 25 million.
Living Fast was?
Yes, I see. A lot of people didn't like Living Fast. See, I'm the type of person, and I get it. I get it. I'm not mad at you, but he put more. I feel like he put more effort into Living Fast than he did into this recent album that he just dropped. Feed the Streets 3, I believe.
Yeah. I feel like the production value on, like, Living Fast was completely, like, off. Like, I feel like he gave a lot more when it came to excuse me for being antisocial, like, within, like, the production value of, like, the whole project. Like, if I listened, I can literally listen to Excuse Me for Being Antisocial from front to back and not skip anything. You see what I'm saying?
Great
just because you feel me? Like, the production value of that album was perfect. It was flawless. Like,
yes.
I don't know who he had to engineer.
You didn't feel that on Living Fast?
Bro, no, I didn't. It was completely different. No, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, I listened to it from top to bottom, and just the feeling of Living Fast felt like he was still dealing with the Nipsey Hussle passing, bro. Like, I felt like he was really just giving whatever. You see what I'm saying?
No, respect. But, man, tap back in with it. And we talk every fucking day, so it is what it is. But tap back in with it and just let me know that the transitions, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm lying, I'm dying. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll admit to being wrong. But the transitions in Living Fast are better than Feed the Streets. Feed the Street is like a song plays, boom, all right, bet, song goes off, next song. Which is cool, too.
Agreed.
I'm not saying, I guess it's more of a mixtape feel, not an album feel.
Right.
Yeah.
But I most definitely like the transitions in Living Fast just as much as I like Excuse Me for Being Antisocial.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to even hearing the record, bro, within the first 10, 15 seconds, like, I notice if I even like the beat. Like, If I don't even like the beat, I feel like I probably won't even listen to it.
Well,
and that is super biased to even say, just because it's like, man, some songs you get past that first little 30 seconds and they be fire after that. But me, I be like so in tune with like, bro, if that beat don't pull me in right off the rip, I'm probably gonna skip the song.
So the best thing also in music today is, whereas I don't think they did it as much back in the day with like Scott Storch and some of those older producers,
right?
But nowadays those producers got that tag in there too. So you know, like when you hear, if you are hip to your favorite producer, let's use Metro Boomin. I mean, he's
that
booming
bitch
right
raw.
now. Yeah, I mean, but you know,
ATL Jacob,
exactly. When you hear those names, shout out to ATL Jacob. I mean, I see he just got a couple of nominations over at the Grammys and stuff. So
Definitely, that's hard.
That's dope. But
sure.
But nah, you know, like, oh, bet I like Metro. Cool. When I hear a Metro beat, and I know if your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna listen to this song regardless.
Yeah.
So I mean, we do have that luxury nowadays.
So you kind of you'll listen to something because of the credibility of like the producer.
Nah, me personally, I listen to it all. You know what I mean? I love listening to beats that, and mind you, I've worked in studio as a producer, executive producer on different sounds and stuff as well. So when we speak of what captures my eye or my ear when I'm listening to music, I like specific sounds.
Right.
Like I said, I was speaking a little bit earlier, was 808s. I love if the 808s are kicking, I love it. It doesn't have to have a crazy drum kit. I like more synths. If you go back and listen to Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap, he has a lot of. There's a transition out of that CeeLo song. It's a certain sound. That's a certain horn. But I'm a huge fan of horns as well. But horn synths and 808s, man. Anything else, I mean, we can kind of figure out from there. If it has that to it, I'm gonna give it a shot for sure.
Is that within like your beat selection as well, or is that just like in general when it comes to like hearing music from other people?
My beat selection is crazy, Mike, just because like I'm the type of person, and I say this as humble as possible, is any beat that pops on, I'm gonna just start trying to spit words out, because as an artist, you know, outside of everything else that I work on, as an artist, you have to talk shit. Who talks the most shit? Who pops their shit and is authentic with it? So when I hear a beat, yeah, I love to gravitate towards stuff with 808 synths and different horns, because I know I can stretch my vocals out or kind of play with that sounds. But if somebody's just playing beats, bro, it's on and popping 24/7. Like, let's get it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
What about you, Boogie? When you hear like a song, what is like the first thing you notice, or like when you see a video, what is like the first thing that automatically just grab your attention?
As far as a video go, I feel like really the framing, and what Watt said, definitely the color grade, because that right off the rip, that's just the attention grabber right off the rip as soon as you step into the video or into the creativity of the video, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like them two things right there, if you nail them two, you're going to have my attention regardless. And then as far as like song, I feel like really just the cadence, man. Like that 30 seconds, you know what I'm saying? It's you got to come out strong, you know what I'm saying? The cadence and the delivery. You know what I'm saying? Them two things right there is just like, you got to stand point on that, because like I said, bro, people's attention span is a lot shorter now. So you got 30 seconds to a minute to impress people on what you got or what you trying to say or get off your chest.
It might even be shorter than that.
It might be shorter than that. Facts. So,
I realize songs are definitely a lot shorter. Like we talking about a minute, almost 2 minutes length. Every record probably have like one verse on it now.
And YouTube
two hooks,
give
one verse.
you your watch time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But like I said, and that's kind of how crazy attention span like it is when it comes to like the music shit now. So like if you don't automatically have like that hard hitting beat, or you know what I mean, that great cadence and delivery right off the back, like people subjective to like just skip the song. Like I don't even want to hear it. You feel me? That's how short like the attention spans they really got when it comes to like the whole music shit now. So that's why I was like, man, if you can't pull me in within that first 30 seconds, I'm probably gonna be listening to something else. It ain't nothing, you know what I mean, to kind of be disrespectful to nobody, because I'm pretty sure everybody work on their craft.
Is that only regarding rap though, is the question?
Honestly, I feel like it kind of goes for everything. Like, like you can kind of instantly tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, after, you know, listening to music for so much, or even if you are like somebody that's super open to all different genres of music, like, you know exactly what will pull you in. Like, you know certain things within like the first 10 seconds. You're like, bro, this is gonna be crazy. Like, I didn't heard a country song where I was like, bro, the guitar he using right now is crazy. Like, hold on, let me see what's going on. Like, and I don't even really listen to country. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like within those, I don't know why, within like those first 10 to 30 seconds is so important for the artist or the musician, producer, whoever. It is so important for that first 30 seconds to really grab like hold of a person in order to bring them in to listen. And I feel like that's where kind of Rowdy Rich like kind of messed me up with the Living Fast album, because within those 30 seconds, within that whole last album, bro, I was locked the fuck in. I was like, bro, this album got me by a chokehold. Like, I'm done. Like, every song I play on this album is crazy. But then when I got to Living Fast, I felt like the production value was like up and down, up and down, up and down. You feel me? Like, I was expecting how he did his last body of work to be like that, but I would give him the benefit of the doubt just because I feel like he was still kind of going through the situation with Nipsey Hussle, like, on his brain. So I feel like he was probably just giving us something to give it to us, and not really like done coping with the situation that he was already dealing with. So it kind of ended up like that. You know what I mean? But not to say it was a horrible album, because it wasn't. I just felt like his last album was 10 times better. I feel like he was able to take his time and he was completely focused on it. But when it comes to like music videos or videography, of course, it's always going to be composition, color grade, and then it's going to be location. So
location.
Scenery. So whenever I kind of watch videos, I always watch for like, is that color grade gonna be fire? Like, if your color grade fire, I'm already locked in. Like, I'm tuned in, because obviously you nailed like the biggest thing, and that's like the visual presentation. You see what I'm saying? So once you nail that, I'm locked in. I don't care if your video got one effect at the beginning and at the end. Like, I'm gonna be completely tuned and locked in, just because I realize you presented it well right off the bat.
Attention grabber.
Yep. You know what I mean? Like, like, a lot of people get the idea that you have to have like a ton of effects on your video.
Those are people off.
You feel me? Like, I feel like you cannot try to add effects to a bad edit, bro. You can't do that. Like, whenever you try to do that, bro, like, it's off-putting to me personally, because it's like, bro, you didn't give me everything that I wanted from this video. Like, you probably had this crazy location, and then I see the video and the color grades off. Your composition ain't right. Your lighting is probably terrible. You see what I'm saying? And it's like you didn't give it no thought. You just wanted to shoot, and that's cool. You know what I mean? It's part of the run and gun selection as well. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and beat, because in a position like that, especially when dealing with artists, sometimes they throw you a curveball to where like you won't know where you gonna be at until you get there. So I'm not blaming like the editors or the directors, like, for the full situation, but once you get there and you're able to examine it and use, critical thinking skills, like, you're supposed to take off from there.
Yeah.
Some people just be over seasoning the plate. That's all it is. You know what I mean? They be with all the effects and stuff. Like,
that's cool.
It's cool. I mean,
it's cool.
It's cool. But
like, it ain't nothing wrong with it.
But just know you can still get saucy with the main recipe.
Oh God, like, bro, if you got a main dish, bro, you're good. Like,
hey, it's been plenty of times where I just look at the video, I'm like, bro, where is this location at?
Oh God,
I don't care where it's at. It could be on a whole nother country. I just need to find it. I want to see it.
I've seen some videos where it's like, bro, I don't care what's going on in in this video? Where's the location? I feel like I can just like dig deep on this spot. Like I feel like he ain't give me enough. I feel like if I go there,
it's more. It's gonna be more.
Yeah, if I feel like I go there, it's gonna be crazy.
I can find more.
Yeah,
Find a
bro.
whole nother wall that got tore down.
Like, bro, I feel like with music videos, bro, like I don't know, like maybe I'm a little old school or biased about the situation, but I feel like, bro, the video effects thing took over so drastically that it made people think that it was okay not to really care about like the whole thing. Like, let me just slap. You know,
let's just pull up somewhere and then put a million effects somewhere.
Video effects made more running guns acceptable. That's what happened.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what made it happen. Like when people start doing more video effects, they say, okay, let's do a run and gun. We could just slap some hard edits on there, you feel me, or some sloppy edits, and we're going to just make a quick video hard, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just kind of what it is, you know, feel me?
It's like I grew up personally on videos like G-Unit when they was going crazy with no effects, you know what I mean? Like
Facts.
videos like Hove early on, and I think maybe Ye was the first one that I really saw doing a lot of different transitions in his videos with crazy effects and stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was just more storyline. It's like you go back to girls. Like it's just a little bit more storyline. Maybe they just didn't have effects back then. Not to say that they wouldn't use them or that they don't use them today. But even if you look at, again, I'm going to continue to reference a few artists that I just kind of listen to. Nipsey Hussle's videos, he didn't have a lot of effects on there, but his cuts were clean.
Yep.
The way it was structured was perfect.
Yep.
Whether it had a storyline or not, it was still fire.
All his
I mean?
videos had a message though.
Yes, and again, that's part of Brandon as an artist as well.
Yeah,
So,
like
for sure.
Also
I feel like that's where you really can kill him. I'm sorry, my apologies, but I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But I feel like that's where you really can like get people. Like if you know how to kind of show everything without having to do so much to get to the point, I feel like that's when you sell people.
100.
And also keep in mind too, like kind of when the transition of people not thinking you have to have a crazy amount of budget to shoot a music video, and kind of people was picking up more handheld cameras to shoot videos, the transition was just kind of weird because, all right, that's when running guns start coming into play. That's when drill music started popping, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff started transitioning to a different lane to where it's just like, it was just kind of weird. So if you was a videographer at the time, it's just like, all right, do I need a crazy budget for a video or do I not? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to tell a story or do I just want to run and gun it? So it's just like, it's just hard to keep the balance. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of those record labels saw Chief Keef do I Don't Like, and they were like, oh, this is doing numbers?
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
fine. Well,
bro.
maybe we can cut that budget.
Also,
He's the
Cut that
GOAT for
budget a
doing
little bit.
10 videos in his house, bro. He did every video in his house.
God.
Talk about utilizing that space and that
And
scenery.
one
right?
thing I want to stretch too is labels really, a lot of labels really don't like the storyline videos. I mean, they do,
Nah, they
but
Artists
they know
like that.
they know 100% that they running gun videos that they artists do get them paid.
100%.
They know that, and that's why that's what they would love to for artists to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just to show their creativity, but they know regardless they can do a running gun video with the artist. You know what I'm saying? Just not really have too much posing and all that stuff. You feel me? Shoot, they gonna let them do it.
The reason why, my
Get them
bad.
paid.
Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
we getting crazy.
Yeah,
over
go
here.
ahead, go ahead.
Getting paid not only is gonna get them paid, but also gonna save money on their budget.
Exactly.
Because they don't have to go get a building to create a storyline.
Yeah.
That storyline shit, and I've been working on not being so vulgar, and you know what I'm saying. But that storyline stuff, man, that is the artist. When you see storyline, you know. Usually, unless it's some director that wants to come up with a storyline, that usually comes from the artist. I had this in my brain.
Yep.
You
Facts.
know what I mean? So
Yep.
I was gonna say, the reason why I feel like, you know, labels they pretty much okay with you know what I mean, like the running guns is because it costs less. Like
Yeah, pretty much.
you know
That's
what
what it
I'm saying?
is.
It's
That's what it
effective.
is.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, if they, you know, hired, they be like, hey, just go do some running gun videos, you feel me? They probably can spend about 20K, you feel me, and get like 15 to 20 videos. You see what I'm saying? Depending on who they decide to go to. Like, I'm not saying that every, video director is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot a running gun for you for 10K, because some of them want like 20K just for a running gun. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you know what I mean? How the labels kind of figured out they can utilize it. People like the authenticness of like music videos now. So they like go do something in the spare of the moment because people like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like one thing that I noticed was we was talking about this the other day. I said, bro, I noticed that the BTS videos that I shot had more views than the actual video because people like seeing the things, like seeing it be built. You know what I mean? Some people will go and watch the full, the final version of it, but seeing it being built is like a lot more intriguing to them. Like they're a lot more excited about watching it being built. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody's in love with the process, which is dope because I guess it gives them like motivation. You see what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and if he can do it like that and that's all he had to do, I'm motivated to get up and try the process.
Yep.
No, respect. They want that experience. They like they want the full experience of it. And to be honest, a lot of people's digestibility in music today is, and really just streaming in general, they're gonna go with cheaper budgets. I think of like even, and this is gonna be kind of weird that I'm equating it to music, but like Netflix, like there's plenty of like Netflix has 1 million music videos. Let's call them music videos,
right?
But it's just movies, right?
Right.
That you might have watched that movie with Will Smith and the blue guy, and you was like, man, it was fire, but you don't remember the name of it. But you know that Will Smith is out. But you know that Will Smith out here acting and putting in that work.
I
and
really
that's
don't
what people,
remember.
And that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't really remember.
Bro,
it either,
I don't remember the name of it, but I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
You know what I'm
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, bro.
Talking about it can't be Aladdin, is it?
Bro, no.
Nah,
it's another movie where he's like,
he was working on that too.
He was like FBI agent.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, like I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't.
No, I ain't Bro.
You can't even remember.
Bro, I can't remember it.
But that's the digestibility of a viewer today, and not only a viewer but a listener. So you might listen to OTF the Family right now, but you just got to remember 7220 just dropped earlier this year. So it's like you name 6 songs off that project right now.
I wouldn't even be able to do it.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's just like people want to just know that you're really doing this. If you're an artist, are you an artist?
Crazy.
People really want to know. You are a video director. Oh, okay. Well, show me you're a video director. That's why people like
the process.
That's why the streaming is huge now. You know what I mean? It's really a great avenue for people that really want to do something, and because people are always on their phone or watching something. Over here getting choked up and shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But what was going to bring me to my next point that we kind of like, talked about is, you know what I mean? Do you think having a budget for a music video is necessary?
Man,
be honest.
That is a tough one, but yes. Yeah, I definitely say yeah, honestly, because
don't be biased.
Because the reason why I'm gonna say yeah, even if it's a low budget, like say I'm charging you $800 to a band for a 2-location video, you feel me, and this, that, and the third. But say we still need an Airbnb. Just even if you about to run and gun the video, we still need an Airbnb for the video. So you still gotta have some type of budget to you know what I'm saying, profit the video. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, even if you go out and buy a fit, that's still part of the budget. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a budget for it, no matter what. It doesn't even matter.
You want to know what I just thought about? So is it really even a run and gun then?
Damn.
Yes, a running gun by definition is getting
on the spot.
Is on the spot.
Yeah.
It's on the spot.
So if how we do things, so us scheduling videos and waiting to the day of to shoot it, that's technically is a budget. Like it wouldn't necessarily be a run and gun because a run and gun is more like on the spot. You know what I mean? Like there's no extra additives to it. It's just we here, we shooting, we doing it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But technically, if you want to be like 100% technical about it, every music video that we shot has always been a budget.
Yeah,
it's always been a
just
budget.
Just the difference between a low budget and a high value.
And a high budget.
Yeah.
I think where people get confused is the budget is always adjustable.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So when you do drop that $3,200 dollar music video, well, did you put 9 bands behind promo? Because that is part of the video.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like the budget there. In all reality, there is no budget.
Right.
You're always putting all money in. If this is what you're doing, if this is your career path, it doesn't matter. It's going to come back to you. It's going to make you money. It's gonna boost your brand. It's going to boost your status. It's going to continue to deliver good content. So there is no budget. But, and I say but, a bigger budget is always more beneficial for more quality content.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
because I seen people blow up off Trillers.
Yep. And it's always about the saying is rather have it than not need it, and need it and not have it.
Shout out to my grandma.
For sure. Like, but that kind of came to my mind because I was like, dang. I was
no, she always told me that.
Definitely. And like, it just kind of came to mind. It was like, is budgets really necessary just on account of, you know what I mean? Like, whenever you work with an artist, it's always more things that need to be bought before we actually start shooting. You see what I'm saying? So is a budget really necessary? In my opinion, yes. And the reason why it is necessary, because you never know what else you're going to have to buy. Like, your outfit going to cost money. The location going to cost money. If you want to get a few females in it, that's going to cost money.
Artists, listen right now. Artists, listen right now. The cameraman, if that's what you want to call it, the man behind the camera, is not the budget. He is part of the budget. She is part of the budget.
Thank you. I think artists have to hear that from your perspective, because they act like they're not understanding us.
Make it easier for them. If you have a $2,000 budget, you're not going to get a two scene video. No, you're gonna get a 1 scene video. You're gonna go get a $200 fit. You're gonna go spend $250 for 2 hours at a event space or studio or Airbnb, and then if you want to get your video expedited, well, guess what? You might have to spend a little bit more there. So figure out how you're gonna work with that 2 bands. Figure out how you're gonna work with that 600. Figure out how you're gonna work with that 800. You know what I mean? But just know the cameraman or the video director is part of the budget. He is not the budget. He's not bringing his wardrobe. He might, but just know that's going to be more of a budget. So that's what I'm saying. He's part of the budget. He's not the budget.
Couldn't have said it no better,
Come on, y'all.
Just could not have said it no better. And
Clip that.
That was something. That was just one of those things to where we kind of was like always trying to break down to people like, bro, we're part of the budget. Like, we are not the main. We are the main thing, but at the same time, it's like, bro, we're part of that budget. So whatever else you need to spend to get there, that is your full budget. So when we ask you, what is your budget? We're not saying how much you got to give to us. We're saying how much you got to work with so we can figure out how we can tie this part together, and that part together, and bring it all together so that everybody can get what they want.
Facts. Now, I will say, too, like, a lot of, like, the big directors in the industry, I've heard a lot of them say, like, yeah, I got thrown a $20K budget, but I didn't even pay myself. I just threw all the rest of the money into the budget. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you're going to get to the situation where the director might just say, you know what I'm saying, let's pay the DP, let's get some more crazy props, you know what I'm saying? But he got so many other videos that he's getting them high-value budgets, so he's just like, one video gonna get him paid, get his bills paid for the rest of the month, you know what I mean? So eventually you're gonna get to that level to where you can put up a $20K budget, or your label put up a $20K budget, and you know what I'm saying? You can get more for your bang for your dollar, but right now, as a starting artist, like what I said, man, we are part of the budget.
Part of the budget.
Yeah.
We are part of the budget.
Yep.
Like, and that's why we feel budgets are necessary. They're necessary. Like, yes, we believe budgets are necessary just for those specific reasons, because it's like, man, you don't necessarily think it's a budget, but it is. Like, you're thinking of it as most likely a running gun just because, you know what I mean, it's not long. You know what I mean? We think of it a little more like a running gun as well, but when we start realizing that we need the location, we need to know what time we gonna be there, what you gonna have there, you gotta buy your fit, you see what I'm saying? All that stuff is going for this one main thing, which is this music video. You see what I'm saying? So of course you have a budget. Like, why does the word budget scare y'all? Like that shouldn't be scary, bro.
Nah.
That should click off in your head as an artist to be like, how much am I going to spend for this video to look good? Like, how much am I gonna do? So that means I gotta go buy me a fit. My fit probably gonna cost me $350. Hell, some people fit cost them $1,500. You see what I'm saying? So technically, if you gotta pay me like $600-700, you see what I'm saying? You gotta go get a $1,500 fit. You probably you gonna go spend $250 on location, bro. You had like a $3,500 budget and didn't really even know because whenever I said, "What's your budget?" You're thinking he just trying to charge me more. That's not what I want.
Yep.
No, not at all.
That's not what we're asking for. Whenever we say budget, we genuinely mean how much are you trying to invest into this video so we can make it make sense for you. Like, our job being in the creative service is to provide the service the best way that we can. But we can only do that with what we know. So
Absolutely.
if we don't know where we're going, if we don't know what you got, we have to literally make everything spare of the moment. You know what I mean? Like, the song can only tell us so much, but if you don't add the right location to the song or even the right props to the song, the video becomes dumb.
It's just not gonna make sense.
Yeah, it becomes stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, so and then maybe that's why they think it's a running gun, because they're not using props and they're not spending more on the budget with actors or models or whatever it is. So
There's been plenty of times where people got booked the Airbnb and I pulled up and I just shot, never seen the spot and just did it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I don't know. I think I'm biased then because I feel like that's a running gun.
Yeah.
When you don't know anything, that's a running gun for sure.
Yeah, so
That's a running gun.
that's probably what I really meant in the first video.
You, do you, as video directors, as people who shoot a lot of content, do you get more of that than the artist that comes with a storyline? I mean, do you guys get a little bit of both, or do they? How well is the communication between you and the artist when it comes to a majority of the videos that you guys do?
Go ahead, Boogie.
I would really say definitely. Probably the last year, I was probably getting a lot more like running guns. I mean, this year kind of been a mixture, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Excuse my language. These niggas is getting tired of running guns and tired of shooting that it's cold as hell outside. Motherfuckers is not trying to shoot at abandoned spots no more.
Hey, it's too cold for the running guns,
yeah,
man. Go get
like,
a spot.
People really trying to grow and trying to do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? At least the artists that I've been working with. You know what I'm saying? But you know, of course, money takes time. You know, I understand.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I've worked with a couple R&B artists this year. You know, so of course they had a nice little storyline and stuff. So I would say I got a mixture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Complete moment of honesty, man. It's been a crazy year for music videos for me, man. Like, I feel like everybody that I spoke to that was supposed to bring me what I needed this year did not do that. And I'm not going to say everyone. I'm not going to say everyone, but it was a nice ones that I felt like that I wanted them to come through with it. They did not come like the best that they should. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like, and I really wanted them to like come to me and be like, bro, we need to do something like this. You see what I'm saying? But we ended up getting right back into like that running gun zone, which end up like, I feel like it started fucking up my creative process.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't able to, like, really dig deep to figure out some new things. Like, everything felt so on the spot. It just felt like, so, I'm here, let's do this. You know what I mean? Like imagine, everything felt like when you just pull up to a female crib and you just fucking, you gone. You see what I'm saying? Like, some shit like that.
Like, you just have no idea what's about to happen.
Oh, God, yeah.
Man got the button. He got the button.
Yeah, everything just felt like that. Like, everything felt like a nigga just, you know what I mean? Nigga pulled up, got a little rocks off and dipped. You know what I mean? And that, like I said, although it can be satisfying, it ain't always as fulfilling. You see what I'm saying? Because you want more. You know what I mean? You're just like, I'm here. I didn't got some crazy, don't get me wrong, I didn't got some crazy records this year where it was like, bro, we finna go crazy. And then I talked to him and it was just like, we just gonna pull up here and do this. I'm like,
yeah, I got you. I got you.
Here we go again.
You know what I mean?
And
Like,
you got and artists, you guys got to have that too. But I mean, if you know you got a banger, come with a budget, man.
and even if I
yourself.
throw ideas, it's like I still can't get it to make sense. You see what I'm saying? Like even if I was to give ideas, like, hey, I fuck with this song heavy. I feel like you. Okay, let me rewind that. I think that you should maneuver it like this in order to make it better. And I don't think anybody would listen to that. Like, you know what I mean? And you don't have to. That's perfectly fine. It's your vision. It's the way you want it to go, because I'm just here to provide that service. But like, I think it should be important that y'all really listen to understand what like the director is really trying to like showcase to you. Because he's the one that's obviously paying attention and understanding what it is, like trying to give you the best that he can possibly give you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
a lot of people don't listen.
Exactly.
There's too much noise. They're not willing to listen to, and all it is, hey, I was thinking this. That's all it would take. Hey, I was thinking this. And if you shoot it down, if you get shot down, cool. But this is at least I'm giving you an idea of where I'm at. You know what I mean? And a lot of people just don't listen, or they won't even take the time to really digest what you're talking about. So
yeah,
I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
you know?
like I'm not trying to like downplay any artist to say that nobody was really, doing anything. 'Cause that
not
would
at
be a
all.
lie. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, from my perspective, being somebody that just really wants to tap into a whole different bag for everybody, it was hard to pull people out of that mindset of what they're used to.
Yeah.
And I can't force you to change, you know what I mean, how you want to do things. I can only be like, hey, I think we should go this route. It'll be dope to try something different.
Yes.
But if that's not what you into, I just got to step back and provide the service.
No,
Facts,
respect.
facts.
And then
So-
also, I mean, there's other factors, I guess, that go into it as well. You know, what if your listener is already enjoying what you're doing and you're already getting hundreds of thousands of views. I've seen people hit millions. They're just like, man, I'm gonna just stick with that formula. I get it, but just don't be afraid to step out of the box and try something new. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't nothing wrong with every now and then kind of, like, just tilting the boat just a little bit just to see what happened. Like,
Be creative. You were
Yeah,
creative. You creative when you made the song. Be creative when it comes to bringing it to life.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. Like, this year, I did lots and lots of running guns.
Yeah.
And like I said, pays, but like I said, it's like pulling up to a bitch crib and getting a quickie. It's satisfying, but it ain't fulfilling. You know what I mean? Like, you're able to get what you want out of the situation, but you're not. Once you get back to the editing process, that's when you pissed off.
Oh, here go the same shit, bro.
Once
Tired of this
once you shoot the video, you're good. But once you get back to the editing process, you pissed off because you're like, damn.
Now I gotta
it
make this shit look
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's not what you want. You see what I'm saying? It's not, like I said, like, we're very good at putting makeup on a lot of shit to make it look like, you know what I mean? Like it's some top tier shit, which is our job. But like sometimes, bro, that is why videography is top 1% of the most stressful jobs, because we have to push to think of new things like
Every
single time. Like we have to force ourselves to always be like, hey, damn, I don't want
my last video to look like the one I just did.
The video that I just did.
One,
you know what I mean?
This one, yeah.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? So that's just all I would say. Like I love shooting running guns because it's where I started. But after a while, it's like, man, you looking for that adventure, man. You looking to be different. You looking to really showcase how passionate you are about your art. Yeah. And when you're kind of stuck in that area where you can't really do that, it becomes, you know what I mean, less motivating. You don't want to continue to do it. Now you're bored. Now you know what I mean, your work is starting to look like the last shit you did, because in your mind, all you're doing is just work. Like, it's not fun. You know what I mean? You're not doing it for your passion no more. You just become like you're doing it for money.
Yep.
No, respect. Do you guys ever come to artists with a budget? Like, when I'm like as far as, I mean, of course, as real lit, but I mean as sole individuals, like somebody like I know you, on the last pod you talked about some people you had been working with. Let me not say it the wrong way. Juella.
Yeah.
You ever come with them with like, hey man, I got a $3,500 budget. Like this is what I'm thinking for your video, and you know, do you get shot down by other artists like that? Like you came to them with a budget. Now and then, I guess my second question off of that would be, and do you own that content now because you came with the budget and you dropping it on your YouTube, or you know?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't did a lot of favors, bro, for people.
Okay.
And like I said, although there was no crazy budget, I would still definitely stick my hand in my pocket to figure it out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Juella, just for that case, he's my brother. So 9 times out of 10, whenever we chop it up about anything, we'll definitely both kind of invest in the situation.
Yeah.
So it becomes like a partnership investing type of thing.
Well, yeah, I know you've been,
you know what I mean?
Working with.
If I kind of stick my hand in my pocket to kind of invest in something solely, then of course I would want the rights to that content, because you know what I mean, I gotta build it. I gotta build the whole thing. You feel me?
From the ground up.
You know what I mean? From top to bottom, and you just gotta be the artist, which is fine. But you have to understand that if I need you to play a certain kind of role, I need you to play it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. If I was to come to an artist like that, of course they would go for it, but at the same time, they would have to understand that all the boundaries that I would have for it, they would have to.
It's done the way I'd like to do it. I'm investing in it.
Yeah,
it's my investment.
Exactly.
I got you.
So that's just how I feel like I would play. Like if I would have to invest in something solely on my own, with like just for the vision, because I love the song or the record, I feel like it would have to go that way.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, but I've done tons of favors for less, bro. Like,
shout out to the artist that make a less budget, make him look more. One artist that I want to kind of say, rest in peace to Vigo. Man, her creativity, like how she used to just make like just little shit into big. You know what I'm saying? Like she just came with her own props, built them, and just did it. You know what I'm saying? She went literally to Walmart and just got props and just built something. You know what I'm saying? This just takes little stuff like that, little creativity like that, just to make it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got the crazy budget, that's fine. Just come up with something. You know,
be creative.
Be creative. That's it.
Creative.
That's
and by the way, no more favors in 23.
Oh, for sure, no more favors.
All that's off. Stop.
Yeah. I feel like I'm all favored out, and once I looked at the list of all the people that was receiving favors, I wasn't even on it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
When it was time to reciprocate those favors, you know what I mean, I didn't receive any of them. You know what I mean? I didn't get nothing back from it. And although you're not supposed to, do favor, you're not supposed to exactly show love to receive something in return. You're supposed to do it because you genuinely want to do it. I do it all the time. But after a while, it's like, bro, you don't even care that I'm even investing in that. You know what I mean? So it's like, why am I still continuously doing favors? You know what I mean? Like nobody really realized, or lots of times people don't really appreciate it as much because they're getting it and they realize the person that they getting it from genuinely wants to give it. Now, when you stop giving it is when everybody realize there's an issue. Like, why ain't he doing it no more? You see what I'm saying? So for 2023, I already told myself, bro, like, I just can't do it no more. Like, I did nothing but show love and give favors, and I got nothing from it. Like, nothing, absolutely nothing. Like, and I don't think I can go down that route again for another year. Like, from 2023 until forever, bro. Like, I've given all that I can, including game, and now I feel like it's time for me to take some of all the shit that I give and apply it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You want to be able to monetize and do good business off of what you've learned over the last years of how you've built your brand. Yeah, no, I get it. You want to monetize your brand. I got you.
Like, I have such a selfishless way of thinking, you know what I mean? So it becomes so hard because, like, bro, on a daily basis, I get hit up by different editors and videographers asking me questions. And within my brain, it's like, you shouldn't do that. You should just hold it and just put it out in a way of, people can pay for the information. But me being who I am, I just tell them. And I don't know if it's like a gift or a curse at this point, because I feel like free game ain't always free, and it shouldn't always be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
feel like it should
No.
only be really free. That's the people that's in your circle, really.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
people
people
that
you
you-
communicate with, or
Yeah.
somebody you
Yeah.
know. Free game should be delivered to someone who
Who's gonna take
is
it and
gonna
run with it.
Take it and actually use
Apply it.
Yeah, apply it. Yeah,
That's when you get free game. If you just talking and want to know stuff and you're not really gonna do nothing, like
wasting
no
your breath.
offense, I'm wasting my time with you.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay, so I got another one. Now this could be fun.
take my jacket
Like
off.
this one things kind of get a little spicy and dicey, but all right, it's a little cliche too. But what is your top 5 artists and your top 5 music video directors? It can be famous, not famous, you know, global, not global. So if you had to pick top, matter of fact, let's do. Should we do top 5 industry or top 5 local?
Do both.
You wanna
could-
do both?
You can put it in both.
Do both, man. Shit, fuck it.
Because honestly, I don't
That's
even
what
got,
they
I only
want.
got like 2 favorites.
We
in
know
the
what y'all.
industry,
We
for
know
real.
what y'all want.
Okay, so we just gonna do top 5 local because I feel like everybody
Directors?
wants that. Music artists and directors.
Okay. You
I
just
only
wanna-
got a solid 3,
do,
really. I
Do
missed-
both though. Do both though.
Okay.
Do both. Global
Oh.
and local.
Nah, let's just say local for the artists because it's a lot more artists here than it is music video directors.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm in my top 5, so I'm not gonna,
Shit, you ain't gotta say a word.
I'm not gonna do that. So let's do top 5 industry, you know, video directors and top 5 artists locally. I feel like that's a good one.
You want to go, Book?
She said top 5 industry and then top 5 locally artists.
Yes.
All right. Industry.
Clip it.
Industry videographers. I would say, Cole Bennett, Ben Mark, Jerry PhD. What's his name? It's another dude. I just can't think of his name. Damn, I cannot think of his name.
I think I know what you're talking about because I think he in my top 5 too.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if he's really. I guess I could really put him in editors, but I don't know if he shoots. Is Nervin.com?
Oh, definitely. He shoots and edits.
Oh, yeah, I definitely put him in there. He's crazy. Him
Yeah, he's a dog.
and him and I would definitely say yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, you missing like 3. I was like, woo!
That last one tricky.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You said definitely top 3 of them
You
for
got
sure.
You got some of them that I think.
Yeah, for sure. You said 3 of them that for sure is in my top 5. Come on, Boogie. Last one. Come on.
Who you got?
Man, that's a tough one. Right on.
Come
the
on,
spot.
man. You gotta see it through.
Man, it's just so many out there, man. It really is. Hope he should make Mill shit. I like his videos a lot.
That's visuals by Luke.
Oh, yeah, Lou Visual.
That dude hard.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah,
Yeah. I like how McMills.
What about you, Watts?
Content creators, video directors, Real Lit Media that consists of YAWFILMZ,
Yes, sir.
JBOOGIE Visuals, 1600 Ale, Sunny Visuals, and Showtime. Only Showtime. Don't forget it. And also very important productions. Secondly, I'm going to go with Hype Williams. I really like the stuff that he does.
Dope. Yeah.
Third, I'm going to go with Real Goats. I think that they've made a really good, they've done a lot with a lot of different artists.
Yeah, they turned out.
The run they had with The Baby was dope, man. I thought that was good.
Impeccable.
Fourth, I'm going to go Director X.
I've heard of him too.
He did Life is Good with Future and Drake.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of other. He's
Forgot
done a
about
lot of
Director
other
X.
dope
He
stuff.
did one with McMill too.
He's crazy.
And then fifth, of course, man, and this is more so because he has done everything that we have been speaking about on this podcast thus far. He gives you the BTS. He gives you the sauce. He's very humble. He's worked with a lot of artists that were that started off with absolutely nothing, and he has already been mentioned by Boogie, and that is Cole Bennett. He's doing his thing. Shout out to Cole Bennett.
For sure.
Yeah. Cole gotta be in there.
Okay, so we just all gonna go around and do the directors first. Of course, you know my top 5 consists of everybody in Real Lit. So
Yeah, let me take Visual Luke off.
I'm already super biased. That's if we going on a local standpoint. Now, on a global standpoint, of course, Cole Bennett,
Okay.
Jerry Productions, Diesel Films,
I forgot about these.
He
be smashing G's.
Ben Mark, for sure.
Okay.
And yes, of course, that 5th one is always impeccably hard, bro. Like if we going on a global status, bro, I gotta give it to Wavy Lord.
Wavy Lord. I'm not hip. You got to put me hip.
He did a lot of Kodak stuff. He do a lot of Florida people stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wavy Lord.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta go with Wavy Lord
All the Kodak stuff is shot nice.
or
Benny Flash hard too.
yeah, him too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
either Wavy Lord or Benny Flash or
that Nervin.com
no,
ain't a bad one, though.
Matter of fact,
Good one, too.
scratch that.
Go ahead.
Trilla is my 5th, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trilla OG,
Okay.
5th for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That man is different, bro.
I
He's
feel,
different.
I feel like now we got to make an editors global because there's some editors out there that's hard and just shoot strictly
Yeah,
edit.
just strictly edit.
We gonna touch that on another time, bro.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna
All
have to-
right,
Jay Castle.
Yeah.
J Cats for sure. All right, listen, come on. We not going
Hey,
that
Max Novak, shout out to the tutorials, man.
dropping the gems.
way. For sure. Hey, all right. So, top 5 local artists, and for the last one, I want you to give me why you chose them for your last one.
Go ahead, Watts. Go first. I'm
Watts
VIP
first.
Watts,
Yes,
VIP
VIP.
Watts, Pat
Yes,
P, VIP Watts, Pat P,
Yes, sir.
Jet Stay High, Jetty Santiago, Juneteenth. No, I'm just talking shit. That's who I fuck with. That's what I listen to on a daily. But if I go local artists, people I really listen to and tap in with, because I tap in with the city heavily, at least maybe from a distance, especially through social media and just watching what everybody's posting. Someone who's been with gas pedal on it right now. Do I go all time people I like?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go Young Scoop Guala, rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
W. Love that.
Sid MF Kid. If you guys get a
yeah.
chance,
I
tap
know
in
who
with
that
him.
is.
Yeah, for sure.
Producer,
See it hard.
Yeah.
artist. He's fire.
He's super creative too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that man's mind is beyond crazy.
I'm gonna go with, and this is because I'm sticking with relevancy right here and people that I've seen work that are putting in that work.
Right.
The OCC Tay kid is going crazy right now.
Yep. Shout out to
and
OCC Tay.
Shout out to OCC Tay. We actually had a chance to do an interview with him back in the day. That was dope. He's and just to see his progression and what Top View's doing with him as well is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Facts.
There's 2 more. Who I like in the city that really does something different. You guys
It's
caught me
getting
on
tough.
one.
Yeah, it's
You
getting
guys
tough.
caught me on one. There's a couple.
Shit getting
I'm not sure if he's local because he's not in Indy, but he is in Indiana.
Right.
Almighty Foe.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
I have a lot of his stuff on my playlist as well. And then Lil Dev.
God damn. my list about to
Rest
be
in peace,
crazy.
man.
Rest in peace, Dev.
He was super talented. But yeah, no, that's probably my 5 right now. And then there's a lot of other people that I listen to.
Yeah.
I like Marco. I'm not sure if he's local.
I was
if
just
he
about to
wouldn't
say,
be local.
I'm just
or,
putting you on the spot.
No,
for like,
yeah,
you know,
clip it up, and I want
Yeah.
I want him to hear it.
Yeah,
if I said your name, I want you to hear it. You've been putting in that work. Keep
I'm just
going
putting
crazy.
everybody on the spot. You feel me? Like
Just gonna get VIP
it's gonna-
watts, VIP
it's gonna
watts,
cause
VIP
a lot
watts,
of-
VIP watts, VIP watts, VIP watts.
it's gonna cause a little bit of ruckus, but it's
cool.
okay.
It's
you know
cool.
what I
A little
mean?
bit.
You
Coming
can't
from me,
beat
they know
it.
it's all love, so
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
not
for
really
sure.
no ruckus. It is what it is.
I'm last, Boogie.
Nah,
So you know it's on you.
All right, man. So number 1, definitely, I gotta give it to Lil Dev, man. That bro was talented, man.
Yeah, he was special- special
And
dude.
honestly, really, I'm really going off top 5. My top 5 really goes off, you know what I'm saying, of course, creativity, but also like just their personality as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always feel like sometimes your music reflects on your character, so, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So of course I would go with Lil Dev, Thought Pad, Wavy Trill, and then my last two definitely Don 44X and Marco.
I gotta get hip to 44X.
I like that.
And you said somebody else I gotta get hip to. And shout out to Thought Pad, man. I love.
And I really would throw Young Scoop Gual in there, but damn, it's hard.
Yeah.
He would definitely.
Hey, so I got a cheat code for mine. You know, I'm gonna finesse the system
Go
just
crazy,
a little bit.
go crazy,
you know what I
man.
mean? So
He always got
of
something
course,
up to his sleeve.
yeah. You know, I gotta finesse the system just a little bit. So of course, you know, in my number one for my top 5 is pretty much. I've been in listen to these niggas every day. So FTB. I can't say. I can't say which one because I listen to them all. You see what I'm saying? So FTB as a whole, I listen to all the time, bro. I pretty much mix their music all the time, but like they just super duper talented. They all versatile as fuck. You know what I mean? And they on the rise.
Okay.
Of course, number 2 is Stop Past Shorty for sure. Like that man, just even if you're not even just talking to him about music, he just a great person to talk to.
He gonna kill me. I
Like,
didn't put him in the top 5. I love you,
bro.
Thought Pad, and you know that.
Yeah, bro, he's
bigger
just
than
a
music,
great
you know.
person, to be around. You feel me? Like he just a real nigga, bro. Like, and it don't gotta be about no money or nothing. You feel me? He'll just chop it up with you. You feel me? At least, or just ask you if you good. You see what I'm saying?
Man. He
like
care.
modesty. You know what I mean?
Care, man.
Modesty is another thing. I would say at number 3, man. I would definitely have to put Marco 5K at number 3, bro. Like,
I just didn't know if he was.
whenever
local
I hear his music, bro, he know how to bring that super wide variety of versatility for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's super duper wide. Like whenever I hear his music, bro, like he can hit dinner all angles for me. And like I don't know, like whenever I just be listening to his shit, I be like, yeah, this nigga just raw. Like he raw as fuck to me.
Yeah.
I got the sound, man.
Yeah. He just raw as fuck to me,
Damn,
bro.
I would put my nigga King K in there, but he from Illinois, so I can ask him out.
That's what I thought about Marco too. I mean, I know he's from Illinois as well, so that's what I said.
I mean, but technically he would be, locally here because it's kind of where he like, where he kind of blew up from. You know what I mean? So
no, for sure.
Not like he's not local anymore, but yeah, top 5. But
this year for Christmas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Top 2 is when it really get like, forceful. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like, where do I kind of put this person at? You see what I'm saying? Like if we're gonna go like strictly on like a creative level or just strictly from like a personal level. And that's why it's kind of like it's hard for me to kind of bring these last 2 up. But I'm gonna have to go with my boy C Bar for sure. Like, bro, he is so passionate about the shit that he makes, bro. Like he cares about everything that he does, and I know a lot of people don't really pay attention to him as much, but the nigga love what he do, bro. Like he love music, and like everything that I've heard from him has been glass to me. Like personally, it's glass. So for sure, he's gonna be in there. This last spot is absolutely hard, just because I literally got 2 people I got 2 things in mind, but I don't know. Damn. Pause was for dramatic effect.
I wouldn't say that.
Damn. Pause with dramatic effect. Damn.
Drum roll.
I forgot about my homie 4E, man. Damn, bro. Broski. Beto, too, man. Beto, hey, no disrespect to a lot of artists, bro. I fuck with your music because, like, there's so many artists out there that's hard.
Lil Ro.
Like, Beto, Roski, 4E.
Bro,
I'm going to give a whole bunch of shout-outs at the end of this podcast.
No, we're going to do it. Everybody gonna
I'm
get 50
struggling
seconds.
for this last person. And the reason why is because I have to literally think about everyone and really nail the last one to a science. And we gotta explain why. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we gonna come back around and explain why. Although I didn't get to meet him, well, I did meet him. Although I didn't get to work with him, it's gonna be Young Scoop Guala.
Talented, bro. He's ridiculous, bro.
Bro, listen, when I say paying attention to him as like somebody that's creative, bro, personality wise, was like an overall great person. Like, he was that person, bro. Like, when I met him one time, you feel me, we chopped it up. He even helped me on set and shit like that when I was shooting Baby Marlo video. You feel me? Like, he you know what I mean, understanding all that. You know what I mean? And although he not here, bro, like, I still watch his videos and still listen to his music. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I've been on a wave with Young Scoop Guala. I kind of caught on a little late. And it wasn't after he died, it was before. But before I was able to really, really connect with him, he passed. You know what I mean? So that kind of like was like, damn, this fucked up, because I had literally just worked with Baby Marlo, and like I said, me and him had chopped it up a little bit, and I feel like had I kind of stayed locked in, I would have had my chance to work with him. So, you know what I mean? I just felt like, bro, like, even when I listened to his music, like, that nigga was just, he was past his level, bro. He was beyond, like, a different type of a level of Indianapolis, Indiana. Like, he was there. You know what I mean? Before I know everybody heard our takes and shit like that. That's not to say that we don't notice everybody working. Like, we see everybody that's working, bro. We do. We see who all working. We see who we fucking with. But you got to understand, we just like who we like. You know what I mean? Like, that's not saying you bad, but, you know, different strokes for different folks. Everybody should definitely keep fucking working. You know what I mean? Keep grinding until you get to where the fuck you want to be. You know what I mean? Don't do it because we don't notice you. Do it for yourself, because that's who you need to impress. You know what I mean? So, shout out to everybody that even tunes in to the show. You see what I'm saying? To the podcast. Like I said, every artist, we definitely appreciate y'all, because we be dropping some gems for y'all and shit like that, and giving y'all game, and y'all fuck with us and all that. You know what I mean? So, what we was saying as far as like the top 5 artists is, why did you say you picked your last artist was
Don.
Don?
Yeah.
Why did you choose Don for like your last artist?
I feel like his creativity in his songs, is kind of like different. You know what I'm saying? Every song I've listened to from him, it just kind of like feel like I'm in a different type of, kind of like what Erica has said on, I think that's her name, on the Top View.
Yeah, Erica.
Yeah, on
Shout
the Top
Erica
View.
from Top View.
Yeah,
she's
when she interviewed Don on there, she gave a prime example. When I listened to Don, like, it just feel like you in a whole different world when you listen to his music. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. You know what I'm saying? I like that type of sound. You know what I'm saying? Just out of this world, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just different. You know.
What song they need to go listen to?
Definitely go listen to Metaverse and go listen to Bad Child. That's off his new recently album. I forgot what the album is called, but it's one of his recent ones. But Bad Child and Metaverse.
What about you, Watts? Why you picked the last one you picked?
I mean, I don't think Boog said his last one. I don't even know who I picked last. I'd have to rewind back. Who was my top one is what you're saying. Lil Dev was who I said last, I guess.
Yeah.
Image, beat selection,
right.
I don't know, man. I liked he was dropping two to three times a month. He was really being an artist. He was becoming a good artist, and that's what I appreciated most about Lil Dev's brand and the whole 10 Toes brand, is they were dropping. And if this is what we were talking about earlier, he was doing what you're supposed to do. He was really being an artist. Whereas I know I've seen you guys post on your stories, you know, if this is a hobby, then you might not want to engage in it.
Yeah,
and all those people that I said in the city, and I think I can even I'll rephrase it one more time. Lil Dev, rest in peace. Young Scoop Guala, rest in peace. OCC Tay, going crazy. And I forget the other two that I said. which I will
That's
clip
cool.
it up.
Yeah, well,
But they've all been putting in that work as artists, really shooting music videos. You see them go live every now and then. They're dropping the reels. Oh, they're going on YouTube. They're making shorts. They're doing everything that you're supposed to do. That a big label, a big record label would do. They're doing it, and that's why I really was moving with the Lil Dev movement, because it was just, I don't know. He was doing it the right way. He was doing it the way it needed to be done.
Yeah, and that's, I feel like that's what a lot of artists kind of forget because.
Close this.
Yeah, go ahead. A lot of artists forget that music isn't just about music; it's about business. You see what I'm saying? And you have to understand how to conduct business. Like, you are technically an entrepreneur, which kind of goes into like another question that I have. When should you start investing into other businesses while still running a business? So when artists are already, when you're an artist, bro, you're running a business, and anything else that you decide that you want to invest into becomes a second business. You know what I mean? So when you are trying to figure out when to start investing, whether, say, you want to invest in, you want to do trucking or something like that. You know what I mean? You want to start learning how to get your CDLs and stuff like that. You have to understand that sometimes in order to make one business flourish, one has to take a step back in order for you to get one to actually move. Mm-hmm. So the best time for you to actually take that time to invest into any other businesses is when you feel like you have conducted the business that you mainly do to a height to where you feel like it's safe to take a step back.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they try to, you know what I mean? I'm going to just invest here, I'm invest here, and end up losing either a lot of money or just, having a lot of failed investments.
Mm-hmm.
So
didn't pay too much attention to it.
Facts.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I might play devil's advocate here. I might say I'm the type of person I'd say invest into as many businesses as you can, just because one thing that you are gonna have to learn how to do in this world is
it's juggle.
How can you make money move, and can you make money work is the two things you have to ask.
Yeah, of course.
yourself.
Agreed.
No.
So
I'm not
all
saying
this thing
like,
is about cash flow.
Yeah, right.
All right, all this is about cash flow. You could go pull out a credit line if you want to take that route, which that's what a lot of people do. And as long as you can make a certain payment a month, you can shoot as many videos as you want.
Facts.
You can go buy as many investment properties as you like. You can go buy a truck if you like.
Right.
Depending on what you're, if you're, and again, I'm kind of learning about credit now in this phase of life. But as long as you know how to make that cash flow work, and you can make a certain payment a month, because maybe your expenses aren't as much as is not as much as your income, hey, you're good. And the one thing that I was talking with earlier today is with one of my homeboys that we just be trying to talk about different plays in each and every day is rich people. All right, rich people are able to make that monthly payment. Wealthy people can make that monthly payment and then also save on top of that if they can save. Right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just all about trying to get more income than your expenses. And,
of course, but I wasn't saying it as like you shouldn't invest. I was saying when is the necessary time to start branching out into different investments. Because although, yes, you can just go ahead and try to invest into different businesses, but not having the right knowledge on how to manage them, or, you know what I mean, not giving them proper attention can cause either all of them to fail or some to fall off here and there. You know what I mean?
But that's
like,
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
to understand when's the right time for a good investment.
The right time is now.
Right.
Don't wait. There is no waiting. That's what I'm saying. Like when you first started with think about the first hardware you bought. Was it a camera or was it speakers? Because I remember you telling me you used to mix music. That was that first business.
Right.
Then you said, no, I'm investing in something else. I'm guessing that wasn't a year later, 2 years later. No,
but
you was probably like 6 months.
I have to decline on like the mixing in order to really learn.
You just told me you mixed 3 songs the other day.
Yeah, of course. But don't get me wrong. Like
you running multiple businesses.
Don't think that I forgot how to do it. It's just what I said was, you have to kind of get it to a place to where you feel comfortable enough to step back in order to do something else in order to make that investment. Like, it's not to say that you can't do it. I'm just saying, like, a good time to do it would be to get it to a place you feel like it's comfortable. You know what I mean? Where it's so like
create a base.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, get it. No, understand it. You know what I mean? Like, the base is only the start and the foundation of it, but when you understand it is when you feel comfortable enough to leave it alone and it'll work by itself. You see what I'm saying? If you're not comfortable and you don't understand it working by itself, then it wouldn't be wise to leave it unattentive. It's like crypto. You see what I'm saying? Like, once you put money into crypto, you have to understand it. You have to understand when to pull out, when to add more, when to, you know what I mean? You have to understand when to buy more shares and when to pull out. And if you don't get that, you're basically just throwing your money away. You see what I'm
100%.
saying? And that's why I'm saying, like, to figure out when it's necessary to start branching out into businesses can be all the time, but you have to understand when to get the main business in a comfortable place to where, like, this business is making money by itself. You know what I mean? I'm in a place with the mixing shit where, like, I can jump back in mixing and make money because that's how long I've been doing it. So it's going to automatically make money. You see what I'm saying? But I had to sit it back in order to learn the video stuff for so long in order for me to make money from that avenue. So I have multiple businesses, but I had to be comfortable with where the last business was in order to leave it, in order to figure out something else.
Okay, I guess if you going that deep into it, but you did it right now.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
What I mean, like, there is no stopping.
Always invest in business.
I get what you're saying. Sure.
Definitely get multiple, streams of income. That's the smartest way possible in the world, to have multiple revenues. You see what I'm saying? Like there's never no such thing as too many fucking streams of income. That's no such thing. You should always be willing to try to make different streams of income, but learn about the income, learn about what it is that you're chasing after of, make sure the thing that you're about to lose attention for at that moment is in a decent place where you can figure out how this other thing works and do that. But never leave a main thing and you're not even comfortable enough to know if it's going to continue to work. You see what I'm saying? So never put it somewhere where you feel like, oh, if I don't do this at this time or do this month, it could possibly fall apart. Yeah. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that place, that last stream of income is completely firm at where it's at, and it'll continue to make you money even if you decide to jump back in it after you're done chasing this other entrepreneurship.
I like it. What you think?
I'm just kind of give like a young perspective on this. Just a young
crazy
perspective.
Go crazy.
Right. So where's the Shia LaBeouf? Just do it. No, I'm just playing. But I feel like really, it's never really the right time. I mean, honestly, it really just kind of really depends on like what all you can handle at this point. You know what I'm saying? It depends on your financial situation. Depends on how much knowledge you got to know, and it also depends. You know what I'm saying? If you could just handle it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my girl, bro. She got like 5 different businesses. She had a clothing business. Of course, she, like you said, she stepped back from it. She wanted to focus on real estate. So it just all kind of depends on what you can handle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? How much you can schedule out to put everything on your plate. Like, I had started up some clothing for my brand. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of, I ain't been back on it, but I'm currently going to get back on it this coming year. You know what I'm saying? But I was so busy with the videos, I had time to really, you know what I'm saying, get back on it.
And
so it's just like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you have to have it at a nice base to where you can leave it to make money by itself, or else it will fall.
But I'm not going to say, though, that it's not possible, though, at ease.
Everything's possible.
Yeah, because I've seen people that started up 3 different businesses at the same time. Like, I'm thinking about opening up some vending machines and putting them in barbershops. You know what I'm saying? I have no knowledge on how to do that, but I'm about to learn real quick, and it shouldn't be too much. You know what I'm saying?
Popping up on my algorithm too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just seen on TikTok you can invest in ATM machines. I never thought about that. You feel me? So it's just like it just all depends what you can handle on your plate.
So again, the only thing I'm saying is I would invest in if you're asking you want to ask VIP Watts when's the right time. Invest into as many businesses as you can, and then figure out what you like to do. Some of them businesses might not be businesses in 2 years, but some of them businesses might be businesses for the next 200 years.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? So,
and if you're young, definitely do it right away too.
That.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Understand how to make your businesses make money even when you're not paying attention to them.
Cash flow.
Yes, sir. Like, once you figure out how to make your money, make money, like, that's what people say. You use money to make more money. So once you realize, when you figure out how to make money, make you more money, that's when you have mastered the way of gaining, figuring out different businesses. You know what I mean? Now you can pursue different projects, and you don't have to necessarily worry about if this one is going to, float or sink next month. So definitely, if you're going to take on different ventures, investing into different businesses, understand that, have the knowledge, be in a very safe area, or, be in a comfortable area with that business to where you feel like you can leave it alone and it'll do exactly what you need it to do before you decide to jump out there. And like Boogie said, understand what you can handle, because that takes a big part. And with that kind of builds into my last question. And this one, I feel like this one kind of strikes across the world. You see what I'm saying? Do you think mental issues is becoming a thing within, like, the creative space, like, in general, like with rappers,
media.
You know what I mean? Social media, like videography, like anything concerning entertainment. Do you believe that is becoming such a big issue nowadays? Because with having all these businesses and different streams of income, it can definitely become overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people, they don't get to, they don't get to hang out. They don't get to be with their family at all, because they constantly working. They constantly putting, their business and their brand before everything. Like, they're trying to provide for their families. And that's not a bad thing. Dang, it did die. It died, huh?
Oh, we going live in the dark. Fuck it, we in here.
It's cool.
Survive.
No, it's good. It's good. Smack. Apologies, everybody, for all the technical difficulties. We didn't expect everything to kind of come crashing down at one point, but it's cool. We gonna figure out all that stuff in the future.
Forgive us.
But the topic was, do you think mental issues is a big problem in the entertainment business? And me, just from the perspective of, entertainers have, like, a constant workflow. Like, they have to put pretty much everybody in their family on their back, because they feel like now they are the providers for everybody. Like, they at the top of their family tree. So I feel like just seeing things in a broad perspective, like, people, like, there's been artists that, took their own life, you know what I mean? There's been people that took their own life within, like, the content creator business, entertainment business, just because it's so much to juggle, it's so much to bear nowadays, that you're like, bro, I just want somebody to, care about me.
Yeah. I feel like, well, first thing is, too, when you trying to at least kind of grow as an entertainer or as a creator, you know what I'm saying, when you at that kind of standpoint where you just busy all the time, I think the main people why a lot of people get stressed is really just trying to get success, you know what I'm saying, and they just still keep working and working, you know what I'm saying, they just get draining, you know what I'm saying, they focus too much on the success when really it's all really just about, you know what I'm saying, the most important, you got to remember, I'm working to get what I want, and I'm working to eventually retire and be with my family. That's what a lot of people just got to remember.
That's a lot of stress, though.
It is. It definitely is. You know what I'm saying? And but we all gotta go back to our humbling days, to where there's a reason why we do this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why what we're working for. We want to create generational wealth. We want to get people up out the hood. We want to, you know what I'm saying, help more people get on, more resources. We got to humble ourselves back to where, you know what I'm saying, when we first started. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking about, you know what I'm saying, all the stress that comes with it. We just got to kind of humble ourselves and come back to us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just all we got to remember, you know.
And also as well, to kind of bounce off of what Boogie said, take some time every now and then to really like focus on that. Like that's a big thing, especially when you're like in the entertainment business. Like people feel like it's weird to take care of themselves. You know what I mean? Like take care of yourself. Like you can only allow depression and all these things to really get to you as if you're no longer taking that breath to like understand what your issues are within yourself, you know, within everything that's going around you. So whenever you know what I mean, figure out those problems, you take the proper steps to address them. You know what I mean? Like if something is truly digging down on you, bro, don't ignore it. Like take time to really understand why it's bothering you so bad and figure out ways that you can fix it.
Yes, I believe mental health issues are not only an issue in the entertainment business, but every business in the world. If you are going through something, you need to first be able to understand that you're going through something, but be able to be comfortable with that. I'm not saying that artists should not put their issues in their music, because that sometimes that might be a good release for them. That might be their therapy. But understand the territory that this industry comes with. And really any industry can get stressful, but especially the entertainment industry. You're putting everything on your back. Everyone, if this shit pops off for you, everybody's going to be looking for you. Everybody's going to be asking you questions. Everybody's going to be looking for a handout. Everybody's going to want something from you. And yes, it's going to be stressful, but, and I'm going to piggyback off what Boogie said, get back to the basics of what got you where you are today.
Yep.
And, you know, pray.
Yep.
Definitely pray.
Yep.
For sure.
Definitely. Like I don't want to dig too deep into this, because it is definitely a rabbit hole. Like this conversation can literally go on forever, but to kind of top off this topic, because we are running out of time. Always take time. Like I said, you don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect in the world. You know what I mean? Get that out of your mind, that the life that somebody else is living is the perfect life. It's not the perfect life. Nobody has the perfect life. Like I said, what makes a good life is how you accept it. You know what I mean? That's what makes a good life. That's what makes a perfect life. It's just the perspective of that person. So although you may see them in this light of, oh, where they're doing this and they're doing that, their life must always be great. A lot of y'all don't understand all of the sacrifices that they took in order to get there.
Y'all don't understand their journey.
Yeah, like nobody understands what they did or how hard they had to work in order to get there. So don't put that on your mental to be like, oh, well, I have to, you know what I mean? If I'm not doing this or doing what they're doing, that I'm not successful, and, you know what I mean, things just ain't working for you. That's not the case. It'll never be the case, bro. That's what they did to get there. However it's going to work for you is how it's going to work for you. Yep. Like, nothing's going to work for everybody. Some people got to take the stairs. You know what I mean? And although it's a little longer than the elevator, it still gives you an understanding that at least you worked hard enough to actually go and do it. Because some people will see those stairs and be like, nah, I'm not doing that. While everybody else taking the elevator and I got to take the stairs. They'll sit there, they'll complain, and they'll be okay with where they at. You know what I mean? So don't be one of them people, bro. Like, don't let those type of, you know, impacts within social media kind of conduct how you should see the world and how you should see life. Like, that should motivate you to want to be better. It should never impact you negatively to think that you cannot obtain those things.
God give his toughest battle to his strongest shoulders.
Big facts. Big facts. And know that you know nothing. There'll be times for success. There'll be times of failure, but when you get knocked down, that the only way that you can go from there is up.
Yep.
Facts. Like, that's all you can do, bro. And, like, respect the journey, bro. Love it. Learn how to love the journey.
Yep.
Like I said,
maneuver.
because the moment you get where that you worked your absolute ass off to get to, you're going to realize the moment that you got is going to be everything, but you'll probably never get that same moment again because you've already reached it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So respect and love the journey always.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
But with that being said, we definitely bringing the podcast to an end. We always like to end the podcast with some kind of motivation, you know, for anybody that's listening, whether it be, you know what I mean, business motivation or, you know, just a gem to drop. Go ahead, Watts. What you got for us?
Man, do the work. Really put in the work. If this is something that you're serious about, whatever it is that you're serious about, are you serious about it? Ask yourself that question. All right? Understand that, like I said earlier, there'll be times when you'll succeed and there'll be times when you'll fail. But what's going to happen in both those times is going to be only dependent on you. Understand that you cannot coach effort. That shit is between you and yourself. All right? So put in the effort, put in the work. Know that this ain't no bumpy road. This ain't no straight path to where you want to go. And just keep going up. And one step at a time. Slow motion is better than no motion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go ahead, Boogie.
And then also, I want to say, man, just worry about the foundation that you building. You know, don't worry about what so and so got over here. Worry about so and so got over. Worry about your foundation and what you're gonna do to make your foundation different or make your, you know what I'm saying, your journey crazier than anybody else's. You know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, or just your success story is just different. You know what I'm saying. Just always just worry about your foundation, man. That's just important. You know what I'm saying. Don't get caught up in that social media stuff because half of that stuff be fabricated anyways. So just worry about yours and yours only. And I'm telling you, it's gonna take you a long way because it took me.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
And just to kind of, you know, finish everything out is I just want to say, everybody learn how to hold yourselves accountable for everything. The moment you realize accountability will get you everywhere you need to be, that's when you'll understand that all it takes is for you to understand what your problems are and learn how to fix them. That's it. Like, everything that you're chasing for is always a problem until you learn how to fix it. Just take your time, be patient, figure out the problem, solve it. Hold yourself accountable for anything that you run into. Like, cause at the end of the day, you are the only person that's holding you back from achieving all of your goals. Like, nobody else is holding you back, bro. You're the only person. So if you want it, bro, you can obtain it. Hold yourself accountable. Put in the effort. You know what I mean? Be consistent. You know what I mean? Be driven. You know what I mean? Just stay focused and always push and work harder for your goals, whatever it may be. Never stop.
Yep.
Facts. Only way is up.
Yes, sir. And thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Voice Divisions, where we put words to action. You was here with Watts, JBOOGIE, YAWFILMZ, and of course we got Pat P over in the corner that y'all couldn't see, but definitely shout out to Pat P over in the corner, man. He was chilling over here, just soaking up everything. And we gonna see y'all the next episode.